Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Wrestling King 619 here, back at you with another video. Now, before we get into this video, I just wanted to let you guys know, every Sunday, I am uploading a video of Raw and Smackdown, no more NXT though, because I feel like 3 is too much, and I thought I would do this, and the thing is that, it's my sister's birthday. She's the big actual tomorrow, so we're having a backyard barbecue and party and stuff. Tomorrow's gonna go out with her friends, have a good time. I'm gonna be telling you guys what happened on Raw and Smackdown. So, Monday Night Raw started with a returning Seth Rollins, and he wants a shot at the World Heavyweight title. He said, Money in the Bank is right around the corner, and I know the feeling of winning it. And the fastest way for me to get a shot, and that's the fastest way for me to get a shot at the title. Then Priest came out and said, man to man, I wanted to cash in on you for this title, but out of respect, but this isn't Monday Night Rollins anymore. Rollins said, we both have a lot in common. We were both in factions, you in the Judgment Day and mine, way more superior in the Shield. And we are the only two wrestlers to cash in at WrestleMania. But the difference is that I grew a set of balls. Could you say the same for yourself? What kind of champion do you want to be? Do you want to leave a legacy or just be a footnote in the history with Judgment Day? Priest said, when you were champion, your first title defense was against me, and you won, but that was because you were better than me. But times have changed, man. I want to leave a legacy of a great champion, so how about no ladders, you don't have to be even in the Money in the Bank ladder match, me and you one-on-one Money in the Bank for this. Meaning for the title. And Rollins thinks that the rest of the Judgment Day is going to jump him from behind. But Priest said, not this time. It's a simple yes or no, and he accepted the challenge. Earlier today, we go backstage to Adam Pearce and the Alpha Academy, and Gable is still bullying the rest of them and saying that they're the reason why he lost at Clash of the Castle. Gable wants a rematch, but Pearce said for him to go back at the end of the line and earn himself another title opportunity. Gable said, alright, fine. Find me someone worthy. And Pearce said, anybody? And Gable said, yeah, anybody. I'll take them on. And he said, I'll have the perfect opponent. And is going to make the match official. It was Braun Strowman, which I thought was actually Braun Breaker, because, he has beef with Braun Breaker because he keeps on breaking everybody. But no, it was actually different Braun. It was Braun Strowman. And the match was next. And the rest of Alpha Academy are at ringside. This match wasn't anything too much to talk about. Strowman called him a bully. And with the power slam, Strowman won the match. After the match, Gable took Maxine's crutch and told him to get out of the ring, which they did, but not before he slapped Tozawa. Just like last week, Otis cornered Gable in the ring, but just like last week, he couldn't pull himself to beat him up. We go outside the Judgment Day's clubhouse, and last week, Liv Morgan gave Dominic her hotel key card to her hotel, and then they couldn't find it. Balor said, I took it to protect Dominic and threw it away. When I become Mr. Money in the Bank, I'm going to cash in for the title. And then he paused, and we're like, But then he said, Uncle Cody, what do you think, man? Yeah, Uncle Cody. I don't know why I sound, I'm trying to sound Irish. I don't know why I sound Spanish. And Dominic said, I can't find my purple cow vest. Now back to the ring, and it's a women's triple threat match to qualify for the Money in the Bank. It's Io Sky, Zelina Vega, and Kiana James. And the rest of Damage Control are at ringside. Zelina gave Kiana the code red and pinned her, but Io broke it up. During the match, Liv came out wearing the cow vest and distracted Zelina after what happened last week. And with the moonsault to Kiana, Io won the match and qualifies for the Money in the Bank. So she's the one that took the vest. Because remember, they have a little love connection. Well, Liv and him, not the other way around. But yeah, anyway. We go back to the ring, and Sammy said, at Clash of the Castle, Gable gave me a run for my money, but I'm still the Intercontinental Champion. I finally put an end to this feud, and at Clash of the Castle, I am done, and now I'm done with him. I feel for the others in the Alpha Academy, because I was once there in the bloodline. If there's one thing I learned, it is everyone has to leave on their own time and when they're ready. And when they are ready, they will leave Gable as well. He said, I gotta defend my title against anybody. But then Braun Breaker came out and he said, I've beaten up a lot of people since I've been here and you're next. And I'm taking that title. And then Sheamus came out. He called Sami Zayn a Ginger Ninja. And Sheamus came out and the Intercontinental title is the only title that is eluding Sheamus of his illustrious career. He's done it all. Royal Rumble, King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, and a Grand Slam champion. Actually, multiple Grand Slam champions. He just has to win. Yeah. And he said, I've been chasing that title for years. And how about giving me a shot, fella? He said, I respect ya. But when the time comes, I'd do anything to win that title. Breaker said, nobody cares about you. We all know what happens when you get in my way. And I'll kick your ass too. And Sheamus said, oh fella, I get it. You're on a run of a lifetime. You're cocky. But as far as that title goes, you have not earned it. Earned a shot. So get back to the end of the line before I'll make ya. Sammy said, I'm going to Adam. I'm gonna let you two guys settle this. I'm gonna go backstage and I'm gonna go talk to Adam Pearce. I'm gonna make a match between you guys later tonight. And whoever wins might get a shot at the title, basically. We go backstage to Jackie Redmond interviewing Alba Fire and Isla Dawn about winning their titles in their hometown in Scotland. And they said it was a dream come true. But time for celebrating is over, and we'll take on anyone who wants a shot at our titles. Shayna and Stark came on the scene, and Shayna said, we beat you two last week. So I think that calls for a shot at the titles. Now back to in-ring competition. And it's Dragon Lee versus Carlito. He's cool, remember? With Cruz and Ray and Dominic and JD at ringside. Carlito gave him a swinging neck breaker cutter and pinned Dragon Lee, but he kicked out. Dragon Lee did the double stomp and he did the sit down powerbomb and pinned Carlito, but he kicked out. Liv Morgan once again came out wearing Dominic's cow vest, but Zelina attacked her from behind because she was the reason why she lost in the women's triple threat women's qualifier match, Money in the Bank match earlier that night. LWO and Judgment Day were going at it from the distraction. Carlito gave Dragon Lee a backstabber and won the match. Now we go backstage to Alpha Academy, and Otis said, we're leaving. And he said, where are you going? I mean, we're family. And Otis said, we're done. And they left. And Gable said, hey guys, you can't leave until I say you can leave. Then we go to the ring to a pissed off Drew McIntyre because he lost in his hometown due to CM Punk twice. Well, actually, well, not in his hometown twice, but, WrestleMania. And then there, yeah. But, Social Code was the reason also. Like last Clash of the Castle. He said, oh, I can't do this anymore. Screw this company. I quit. And he walked out. And Adam Pearce wants to reason with him, but he's having none of it. Now it's Caden Carter and Katana Chance versus Dakota and Kyrie. And Kyrie's saying, and as soon as the bell rang, right out the gate, Damage Control beat them up. Kyrie gave Caden an insane elbow and pinned her, but Katana broke it up, but got kicked out of the ring by Dakota, and Lyra came out there checking on her because last week they both came to Lyra's aid, but then after that whole thing, right, they did wind up winning the match with the after party. Now it's Sheamus versus Braun Breaker, and Sami Zayn is watching this match at ringside. Breakker gave Sheamus a gut buster and pinned him, but Sheamus kicked out. Breakker did a Frankensteiner but slipped on the ropes, and Sheamus gave him a white noise. Not on the ropes, though, just like a regular white noise. And pinned him, but Breakker kicked out. Sheamus gave him the kneecap and pinned him, but Breakker kicked out again. He gave him the 10 beats of the Bowdrin. Sheamus was looking for the Brogue kick, and he actually might have won. But Kaiser came out, because remember, they have a feud, and called this match off with the disqualification. But with a distraction outside the ring, Breakker speared Sheamus. Kaiser wanted to take Sheamus' head off like how he did to the New Day and Vinci, but got intercepted with a spear by Breakker, and the officials brought him backstage. Yeah, we go backstage and to Liv and Dominic, and he wants his vest back. And she said, okay, but you have to take it off me yourself. And she said, don't be nervous, I'll help you. And she started unzippering, right? And then he was unzipping more, but then Priest found them and said, Dominic, and it was like, whoa, like I wasn't trying to do anything, man. I was just trying to get my vest back. And well, he got his vest back. It turned out she was actually wearing like a sports bra or something. Well, he got his vest back, and Priest told Dominic to go to the clubhouse. Priest said, please leave the poor guy alone. He has nothing to do with you. And she said, I think he wants everything to do with me. And she left. We go to our talking segment with Cross and Scarlett. And Cross said, 2 weeks ago, AOP beat you guys to a pulp. And last week, you cost AOP the tag titles. So either one of you against me on 101 next week. I'll leave my guys in the back. You do the same. And I'll give you a beating of a lifetime. And he said, Kofi, I really hope it's you. Basically because so that he could put like end his career, and then because the whole entire thing with him is that Kingston's been getting like all like the opportunities and stuff of the New Day, and Xavier Woods isn't. So and Cross is like, when is Woods gonna have a turn to shine? When you retire? Then it was the New Day's turn to speak, and they said, since coming to WWE, you only have one accolade, and that's the NXT World Championship. Kofi said, we are the greatest tag team champions of all time. So, who are you to say anything about us? And Kofi agreed to the match next week. Now it's the main event. Jey Uso versus Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor to qualify in the Money in the Bank match. And Uso came out through the crowd, yeeting and stuff. Uso gave Mysterio a spear and pinned him, but he kicked out. And Mysterio gave Uso a 619, and then Balor again gave one to Balor as well, and then gave both of them another one, this time together. Rey was heading to the top rope, but then his son, Dominic Mysterio, was beating him up. But it's a no DQ match because it was a triple threat match. Then JD and Carlito were beating him up as well. But then Strowman came out and chased them through the crowd. Balor gave Mysterio a coup de grace and pinned him, but then Uso with the frog splash pinned Balor and qualifies to the Money in the Bank match. But then there was a segment of the Wyatt Six, and it looked like a haunted house, like backstage, it looked like a haunted house, everyone all beaten up and stuff and bloodied, and they showed that they targeted Gable, and there was even rumors, obviously fake rumors, that Chad Gable, he was dead, but he's cleared to compete for next week, which is tomorrow. Now, SmackDown is in Chicago tonight, and you know who lives in Chicago? It started with CM Punk, Chick Magnet Punk, and he said, it's pressure when you face someone in your hometown. But on July 17th, 2011, I promised everyone that I'd be walking out as champion in my hometown, and that's exactly what I did, but that's pressure. I hate to kick a man when he's down, but at Clash of the Castle, it was revenge because of the feud between myself and McIntyre. I planned on making McIntyre's life a living hell, and I buried his career, and he quit because he couldn't handle the pressure. CM Punk's ex-manager, Paul Heyman, came out and he said, "I'm not here tonight to disrespect you. You are the perfect person to open up a show in Chicago. You even sat next to my kids as I got inducted into the Hall of Fame." And he came in the ring and they hugged. He said, "But as I was driving to the arena, I had the sports radio on, and it said that Chicago is CM Punk's town." And that pissed off Solo, because now he is the head of the table. And he literally said it like he was mad. He's like, "Head of the table." And he wants every town to be his town. He said, "And you'll be clear any day now, and you're the best in the world, but if you don't get out of here right now, they're coming for you." And then Solo and both Tongas came out, and Solo said, "Yo, if you're going to be here on Smackdown on my show, you have two options. Either respect the bloodline, or we're gonna make sure that you never get cleared again." He said, "I acknowledge," put up the one. He said, I acknowledge the fact that I don't see the bloodline. I see two fake ass Usos and a cosplay tribal chief." And they got in the ring, but Cody had a baseball bat, actually two baseball bats, and gave one to CM Punk, and they escaped the ring. Cody said, "I've already beaten one head of the table, so how about tonight you leave your boys in the back, I'll leave my boys in the back, and we'll settle this one-on-one, man-to-man." Now it's a triple threat qualifier, women's Money in the Bank match. Bianca Belair versus Michin versus Chelsea Green. Michin gave Belair the Eat Defeat move, but couldn't capitalize on it because she rolled out of the ring. Michin gave Chelsea the Styles Clash and pinned her, but Bianca broke it up. Belair gave Michin the KOD and was about to pin her, but Chelsea took her out of the ring and pinned Michin and qualifies for the Money in the Bank and in her hometown too of Toronto, Canada. So that's why I thought she was going to win. And she won it all on her own, no Piper. And I mean it's opportunity too, because Bianca literally had the match won, but Chelsea literally took her out of the ring and then literally pinned her 1, 2, 3, then done. We go to the parking lot, and McIntyre is basically standing over a lifeless CM Punk and is carrying him to the ring, and he's all bloodied up. He's actually dropped him right in front of the entrance, and the medical team and the officials came out holding McIntyre back and putting Punk on a stretcher and then putting him in an ambulance. See, now on Monday he said that he quit. So is there any repercussions? Did maybe Adam Pearce get through to him? I don't know. Maybe he quit Raw but not SmackDown. Maybe he's on SmackDown. I don't know, because Punk is usually on Raw, I would think. He only come on SmackDown because it was Chicago. Now it's another men's qualifier match for the Money in the Bank. Carmelo versus Randy versus Tama Tonga. Randy gave both Tonga and Hayes back body drops on the announcer's table. Tonga gave Carmelo a backbreaker and pinned him, but Orton broke it up. And Orton gave Carmelo a superplex off the top rope and pinned him, but Tonga broke it up. Tonga gave Orton and Carmelo a 2-for-1 flatliner and went for the pin. No, actually Tonga gave just Orton a flatliner and went to go pin him, but then Hayes broke it up, and then vice versa, which means so with the flatliner, right? Tonga, right, he tried pinning him, right, like 1, 2, right, but then Carmelo got him, and then Carmelo was trying to pin him, like 1, 2, right, but then Tonga pulled him aside, and he's like, man, and they're like fighting and stuff, which also made Randy Orton roll out to the ring as a veteran move he made to catch his breath. Orton gave both of them his patented, his famous DDTs, and was looking to strike, but with the RKO, but Tonga Loa came out, but Owens wasn't too far behind. But with the distraction, Hayes rolled up Orton and qualifies for Money in the Bank. Now it's L.A. Knight, is in the ring talking, and he told Logan Paul to come to this ring, but he wasn't coming out. He said, "Alright, man, I'll beat you once in the qualifying match for Money in the Bank next week, And when I win, I'll cash in on you for the U.S. title, and I'll beat you again. The qualifying match is a triple threat match with also Santos in it as well. And Santos came out and said, I don't need an invitation. I speak the truth. And the truth is that you must be delusional. And because you're out here running your mouth and chasing Logan Paul. Don't overlook me in the qualifying match. And Knight said, every time me and you faced each other, I always beat you. So I'm not looking at you, and at this match, I'm looking past you. But then Santos beat him up, but he reversed it with a BFT. But then Logan attacked him from behind, and with the titanium-plated wrist, right, he punched him. He punched his lights out. Now it's another men's triple threat qualifying match for the Money in the Bank. Owens versus Andrade versus Waller. And when Owens was going to the ring, both Tongas beat him up, but Randy came out and beat them up with chairs. But KO was limping to the ring. Literally, about 15 seconds into the match, Andrade gave Waller a back elbow and pinned him, but he kicked out. And Andrade is also the Speed champion. Speed, for those who don't know, is a tournament with 5 minute rounds that is only shown on Twitter. Waller gave Owens a back body drop on the apron, but Andrade gave Waller a sunset flip from in the ring to out of the ring. Andrade gave both of them meteors in the corner and pinned Owens, but he kicked out. He didn't pin Waller though because he actually rolled out of the ring. Waller gave both of them a 2-for-1 flatliner and pinned both of them, not at the same time though, but they both kicked out. Andrade was about to superplex Waller off the top rope, but Owens came in and powerbombed them both, which means also Andrade also basically superplexed Waller too, if that makes sense. And a swanton and pinned Andrade, but he kicked out. He gave Andrade a stunner and pinned him, but Waller broke it up and gave him a DDT outside the ring and is targeting his knee. But with the message, Andrade won. Like literally, like you know when like Waller literally like goes out of the ring, right? And then basically like does like a flip like through the ropes, right? And he does like his like blockbuster, whatever, right? Well, in the midst of him doing that, Andrade actually caught him with the message and won. And he qualifies for the ladder match. Now we go backstage to Stratton and Meechin. And Stratton said, unlike you, I'm going to win my qualifying match and go to Money in the Bank. And Meechin said, well, at least I don't have to hide behind Nia Jax for protection. Stratton was about to smack her, right? But then she actually grabbed her hand and Meechin smacked her. But then Nia Jax, bum rush Meechin. Now it's the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Solo. And Heyman is at ringside. And it's 1-on-1. No Tongas, nor Randy or Owens. And, CM Punk is also probably his friend too. But, he's already basically went to the hospital. So, Cody Rhodes was basically, taking it to Solo. He was driving him into the steel steps, right? But then the Tongas, to the surprise of nobody, the Tongas came in and threw this match away. But then Owens and Orton came out. Then them three had the upper hand. But then a surprise to everyone, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu from MLW came in the ring and beat Randy's team up, and he gave Cody a frog splash through the announcers tables. Alright, so please like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.